Welcome back. Well, spring is often a busy time for homeowners and a great time to get some home improvement tasks done in recognition of National Home Improvement Month. Better Business Bureau is a resource to use when looking for a contractor or remodeling tips. So here to give us some help this morning, we have Erin Dufner with the BBB. How are you?
Good to see you.
Nice to see you. So let's talk about the resources that the BBB has for consumers looking to find that perfect contractor, because it can be overwhelming.
It can be overwhelming, and BBB is a great place for people to start. BBB.org, looking for those trustworthy businesses, getting the information as you start building these projects. Certainly, as we're getting closer and closer to summer, a lot of people start those big home improvement projects over the summer. It's a little bit easier for a lot of folks. So start research now if it's something that you think you're going to be doing this summer.
And how about comparing costs? How do you do that? Do you want to get about 3 estimates, or what's the norm?
Getting 3 bids is really a great place to start. You can certainly get more, but BBB does recommend a minimum. And make sure that when you're getting those bids, that you're getting those apples to apples bids so that you can compare those costs and compare those details. So when you are getting those bids, ask them to itemize everything from materials to timing. That timing piece is really important because BBB does get complaints about projects not being completed on time. So just get all of those details, because you just want to know and be able to compare apples to apples, even details such as material costs, you know, quartz, granite. I mean, there's just so many different options and a huge range of costs between those finishes.
You also say to consider using an insured contractor, and I think that goes without saying, no?
It does, and you just want to be sure when you're looking for that insurance to understand what it covers specifically. For example, if somebody gets hurt at your home while they're doing that work, I'm sure that happens every now and again. So just get those details, because sometimes if the insurance doesn't cover it, your homeowner's insurance may cover it, but that certainly could impact your rates. So something to think about.
What should you be looking at closely when you're reviewing your contract? Because you always say to look at it thoroughly. So what should you be looking for?
Well, the first thing is making sure that you understand the contract. A lot of times with construction, we're not all experts in construction, and there can be some words and maybe some items in there that we don't understand. It's okay to make sure, take your time and understand that. Talk through with your contractor.
You could say, I don't understand. Can
I don't
you explain
understand.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And write those down. And if you do have that explanation, put it on the contract. Everybody initial it, because especially for those bigger projects, communication is key. Trust is key, because certainly as contractors are coming in and, you know, maybe completely remodeling a bathroom or kitchen and you're out for several weeks. So you just want to be sure and keep that communication going, and make sure that you have both folks, maybe mom or dad, or, you know, husband, wife, partners in the home making the decisions together, because that is something BBB runs across every now and again, is that they don't agree. So it's just making sure everybody's
you don't want
on
the contractor in the middle of a spousal, you know,
and it happens.
Kind of dispute here.
It does happen.
Before you go, never pay in full upfront. That's important.
This is one of the biggest things that BBB does get complaints about, is that consumers do business with a contractor and they pay a lot of money up front, and maybe the work isn't completed or they never start the work. So just pay the minimum, maybe somewhere around 10%, and keep those payments coming along with the progress of the work. And don't give that final payment until everything is, you know, gone through the contract, gone through the punch list, and make sure you're completely satisfied.
You want an incentive for them to finish the
want
work.
An incentive for them to finish. Good to see you.
I appreciate it. Well.